Hello there YouTube, this is Sibbles and Bits back at it again with another Inkbound Daily. Today is the solo daily for November 1st, and today we will be playing Chainbreaker, going from Derelict Starship to Radiant Market, and then up against Argoloth here. So first things first, after our run last video, I said that I had some homework to do, and that was to play more Chainbreaker. So I did. I'll be perfectly honest. I have no idea what the frick is going on with this character. Quite possibly one of my worst characters in the game right now. My being the stipulation because, like, on paper it looks absolutely incredible. I just don't know how to operate the dang thing. And I don't know how their augs work and stuff like that. I don't know. Like I said yesterday, runs aren't won on paper, but not knowing, like, if you should be re-rolling augs, what's the proper turn order here, and I think that's what I'm going to try today, is I think it's like 100% turn ordering and target priority, simply because of how the skills themselves work. Like, the fact that the skill teleports you, or Runic Fist teleports you, and then you're supposed to, like, set up like a knockback. I think that's all the sorts of things that you need to be thinking about. It's probably, honestly, one of the most complicated classes that I can think of right now. Maybe that's just because I haven't solved it. But compared to, like, people say that Weaver's hard, I feel like Weaver's incredibly easy. But then again, like, I can see how people say that Weaver is hard. I don't know, man. Like, this is not looking good, and we got -1 will. We get 2 random vestiges, so we don't really get to, like, push for a set. We do start with Wolos, but Wolos is kind of... It's very weird because we have to purposefully take damage now in order for Wolos to be good, and we're now scored for damage. So we have to lose 10% of a... like, probably a couple of battles, because we probably can't just lose all that damage straight away. And if we don't get a perfect, we lose 1,000 points. So we need to figure out how to heal damage while not healing too much damage that Wolos doesn't do anything. I honestly think that this doesn't fit in the current structure of dailies now, because they even call it a benefit. Like, this is a green ring here. This is not a benefit. Like, this is constantly Mr. Steal Your Points. That's what this is. Anyways, we've got at least the double vaults, which is kind of okay. We don't get to aim which sets that we're going for, but we're still going to gain a ton of sets, which is a ton of stuff to liquidate. We can stop heading towards vaults and more into augments that we don't know how to use right now to make an engine. Oh man, it's just all messed up. And to top it all off, we got Blessing and Misplaced Nobility. So, I mean, at least we got that. I believe... No, this specifically states lose 1 HP. So it's not like it's going to just eat our... Actually, hold up. There's an idea. Let me finish that thought. It's not going to eat our shielding because it goes straight into our HP. The thing that I'm noticing here, though, is that it gives Shadow. So if we liquidate this, actually, we are going to get Eviscerator 1. Maybe we get Eviscerator 3, which is plus 30% damage to enemies with bleed. Seems pretty good. That actually looks like it's the damage taken bin, which means that it's like it's basically a multiplier that's pretty rare right now. We get Vigorous, which is a way for us to actually heal up the damage that we're taking. And Shadow is basically like, catch me outside if you disagree. Shadow is better Wolos, like 100%. We can block the damage. It doesn't make us lose a perfect run, and it's just out the box better. So if we can figure out how to get a little bit more shielding, we can kind of try to do the same thing that we did yesterday and just gain a ton of shadow. But it's going to be a balancing act for sure. And just in case I forget it later, if you guys have any Chainbreaker tips, I know that it's pretty early for the character, but be sure to put those down in the comments below so that not only do I get the benefit of being able to look at those and hopefully do better next time, but anybody watching this video hoping to learn something can at least learn something from you guys if they can't learn it from me. Okay. Benevolent Eruption giving 1 shield seems pretty good. It's just hard for me to take this when it's so bad. Like, it gives the 40% crit damage to the skill, but this is 50% half the time. So that's a 25% green. We recently got done making fun of Moss Cloak because they have, like, shitty Augs, and this one's also a shitty Aug. I don't know, man. But it's, like, the best damage that we have here, so maybe we still take it. Oh, we ended up getting... Oh, no, that's just 15 from baseline Stroke of Genius. Some extra shielding here is nice. This isn't going to do anything for us. We could Sap Fist. Sap Fist would at least enable us to heal ourselves and offset the Wolos for the perfect bonus. Doesn't help our turn 1, though. We're probably going to take a turn deficit on this fight. I think this is Sap Fist. Give me even more of these, please. Okay, hold up. This is looking manageable. I don't know how to deal with this 550 HP mini fridge, though. But obviously this is looking good, and it takes out quite a bit of damage here. So, how do we deal... We got -1, never mind, holy crap. Let's try to figure out how we deal that much damage. I don't think that that happens. Does sap disappear at the end of turn? Lost on turn, enemy turn end. So that means that we gotta keep one of you guys here. I'll be honest, I'm just gonna send some Send It energy out here. I'm gonna hit you once. Take this power orb. Hit the 3 button. Hit all you guys. Because sap is worth 2 HP, right? So this should leave me with 25. That's a perfect win. We took an extra turn, though. We knew that was going to happen. Hold up, though. Okay, they must have... I saw that there was a patch. They must have fixed the scoring then. Because otherwise, I don't know how we only have 2100. If I gotta get rid of this, you serious? So, if a normal combat is 2000, minus 100 per turn, that would put us at 1900. And then now if combat damage for perfect results is done correctly, that's plus 200, which would bring us up to this. So the maximum score has been dropped significantly because that was giving 1000 per perfect victory. That makes it equivalent to losing turns then, except versus bosses. where it's equivalent to, well, actually, you can lose 2 turns so long as you get a perfect victory, theoretically speaking. If that makes any sense. I really don't know why any of the devs didn't just tell me that that was the case, though, because I, like, specifically asked them. Oh well, at least they fixed it. Verdant Seed, I definitely like that. We do got to get our HP up. This is early enough to where this is usable. And we even have Verdant 2. Mwah, beautiful. On hitting, inflict 2 stacks of poison. Not sure that we're going to do much of anything with that. There's another Brace Belt and another Moss Spyglass. Or not another Moss Spyglass, my apologies. We got Bastion 2. We could definitely afford to liquidate this now. Grab a ton of Shadow, actually, because now we have 4 shielding a turn. What do we want to do here? I'll be honest. After Image seems good versus Argoloth, especially if we can bring that down a bit, get that blur going. Otherwise, Cultivate isn't terrible, having a ton of Will. We basically turn Will into more Will at a rate of like 1 to 3 due to how Runic Strike works. Being able to reduce Cultivate's cooldown, not really too keen on that. But we specialize in single target. We just need an engine that actually turns it into endgame single target. And I don't know how we're going to do that with this character. That's the problem I'm running with right now. I think Cultivate's fine. We'll take the Broccoli. I at least owe it to give it a shot. I think I'm honestly going to go to the Sea Breach here. Just don't give me a Vestige, please. I can't carry it. Yes, we always take this. That is the easiest trade deal in the history of trade deals. I'll take an uncommon augment, thank you. Okay. That is a Thuntalope. Technically speaking, this is our best move. Could also do something kind of like this. Not sure that that's correct. I think I'm fine taking a little bit of damage. We gotta get damage on this this money pot. So I mean, honestly, I'm not sure that that was satisfactory. I am really concerned about the amount of damage that we're dealing here. Money pot's dead. You're going to perish when you spawn the Slimps. All these Slimps are going to be ragging on me. We should make that 2 HP back. We kind of need more than that 2 HP back, actually. And I honestly don't know how we're going to solve this. I think we take a turn deficit. There's not really much we can do about it. Like, this isn't even gonna kill. The perfect's more important, but I don't think we're going to get a perfect anymore. Wolos is just taking too much health off of us. Like, this is just nasty all around. Okay, if we want to save a little bit, let's actually, I guess, punch here. I guess punch here. Give me that. Punch again. Did that guy even take damage? I did deal damage with the infused fist. He just died right here for some reason. Okay. This is terrible, though. That gives me even more HP. But not enough. We're going to lose a... So this one is score earned 3,000. Extra turns 2. Lost health 0. That is... Oh, because the Verdant heals us. We were actually fine for quite a while. So we got 3,000 because of the fact that we gained 10%, lost 10%. Okay. Bramble Dolos and Braced Belt yet again. Probably should have looked at that a little bit earlier. Braced Belt, I'm fine with leaving on the floor. Bramble Dolos going to Eviscerator 3, though. I think I'm willing to get rid of Stroke of Genius. Do I honestly want something like an Incendiary build? Like, the problem is that we lack very good single target, and none of these things provide that. So we might even reroll here. Cone of Frost is definitely not it. I guess we're going to try Cleave, especially since we're going to be in Eviscerator 3. Like, it's something. -1 base cooldown on Cleave actually makes it pretty good, but I think Long Runic Strike is just too good to pass up. Like, that is insane. -1 cooldown, bringing this from a 5 to a 4 is a huge deal. But, again, this saves us so much movement. Like, it's honestly quite insane. Vestigal. We're going to liquidate Wolos. We now have Shadow 2. We have more than enough Bastion to counter it. Give me, at this point... Normal Vault should be fine. Give me an Uncommon Augment. We might be able to get that -1 CDR again. Well, that's a little rude, don't you think? Oh, you done screwed up now. Yeah, I'll tell you what, being able to use Cleave for 1, that's kind of nice. I can't see what it's doing, but it says that it's hitting that guy down there, so I'm going to choose to believe. Okay. We're kind of looking great. What are these? Liar's Dice is Treasure Hunter, don't care. That's precision. What else do we got here? 4% critical strike chance on this skill that we're going to spam quite often. I actually kind of like that. We'll take that. Give me another Vestigal. What do we want here? We could get rid of Poison Thorn. That would get us up to Verdant 4. One more Verdant would give us attack bindings, do bonus damage. Which we currently don't have a lot of base HP, but we will have more base HP. Though what I was trying to say earlier is that this is multiplicative with Eviscerator due to the way that this is worded. Attack bindings and plus % damage to enemies are two separate multiplicative bins. Allegedly. Might have been some, you know, stuff screwed up in the latest patch. But, yeah, this is looking pretty good. I don't think we need to get rid of Bramble Dolos. It's currently a very good applicator of bleed. Like, honestly, this huge set right here seems like it's way too much. In combination with Verdant, though, once we get to Verdant 8, if that's even possible, on being healed, gain 2% max HP once per turn. With Vigor and more Vigor, seems pretty good. Otherwise, looking at everything we got here, it's not like we got very juicy sets. It's literally just Poison Thorn. So I think liquidating Poison Thorn is fine. Or we could do Liar's Dice. Like, thing is that this gives us 10 Omni damage when we defeat a treasure pot. That's ass unless we get to 5. Because we only have 1 treasure pot remaining. That's not worth this. 10 Omni damage, there's much easier ways to get that. It's not worth our grinding. Seems more like meme control than anything. I suppose another thing that we could have done is we could have ground Ink Needle Compass. That would have brought us to Precision 3. Anyways, what do we got here? We got money to spend. Trader's Dagger, look at that. Look at that, it all worked out. And there's a Rosy Thorn for Spiked. Tempting. Shocking Core Cap. I kind of like a lot of these things here. Like, a lot of these things. I would very much like to get Shadow up another tier for some more damage. Getting more precision is nice. Like, these are... How do we fit these? Verdant Seed is kind of important. Braced Belt is slightly important. We can get by without Braced Belt. It would be nice to be able to grind that, though. Like, it's probably the most useless thing here, though. So we'll go ahead and we'll get rid of it. Damn. I've already suggested there needs to be, like, a single grinder here for, like, 100, 150. Simply because then when I, like, upgrade off this, I can at least grind it for some money. And, not feel like complete ass. And we have more than enough income. Okay, Critical Eruption is kind of nasty. Also, Venomous 3 gives us another damage multiplier, but since this is in the same bin as Eviscerator, it should mean that these are additive to get... Except now it says bonus binding attack... Okay. Okay, hold up. This is an F8. Oh. Let me get the actual wording here. Make it make sense. These should be the same type. I'm going to have to probably math that elsewhere. I'll math that in edit and just be sure about that or not. But these should be in the same bin. I don't know why this specifies binding attack damage. It doesn't have the contextual tooltip. You know, attack damage is usually red. If I can find that, attack binding deals double damage. That's a separate bin. As is attack bindings do bonus damage. So is this incorrectly just supposed to be bonus damage versus enemies with poison? I would assume so. That's the vestige that they killed in order to have this be in a set, so I would hope that it would function in the same way. I'll have to figure that one out. Sorry that I just had to have that conniption on camera there. It should have been resolved. So if we're at precision 4 now, I kind of do like critical eruption. It makes that a very good skill. But being able to spam cleave also seems like a very good idea. Like, we're currently at double bleed damage. That's probably the correct move, is to do that. Alright, we've spent all of our money, but we'll make more than enough. We make somewhere around 50 plus after every fight. We have like 5 fights to go, and we haven't even killed our money pot or 2 bosses yet. It'll be fine. Okay, I don't think that we're going to be able to sit in a location that's actually nice for us. You are now poisoned. So actually, hold up. Let's just do this, shall we? 222. I'm getting my calculator here. We're doing it. If I can get my phone to the correct calculator location. Oh my god, what the heck was I doing here? That must have been back for blood. That's a lot of frickin' numbers. Alright. So we got 6,040. And now you're going down to 6266. So that is 374 is how much damage that we are dealing. And so let's take our runic strike, which is 222, and I'm just going to multiply that by 1.6. That is not correct. Is there any other damage multipliers that I'm not taking into effect here? We're not critting. We don't have that. Okay. So then let's just go wild. 1.3 times 1.3. Okay, game. You're making a frickin' mockery of me like this? So they are in separate multiplicative bins. and a separate multiplicative bin from power, which is disgusting. This is a lot of damage. Let me just put it this way. Since we have two 30% bonus damages, that's an additional 9% damage that we get on top of literally everything else, simply because it's multiplicative. Of course, that's not going to look very spectacular right now because we're only hitting them with 200 damage, but it's a good damage engine for the future. We're probably going to need that, actually. Oh. That's actually super awkward. I guess we'll reduce our cooldown by 1 and, cleave all these things? We can't even cleave all these things? There's so many of them? This'll get most of them? That full blocks? Okay. This grants 4 will. You know what? Yeah. We will do that. There we go. That's a free cleave. Some more of that down. It's a little rude. There we go. We heal, get a ton of healing. We're at full health. That was perfect turn, perfect health. Whew! We got a loot box. What did we get? We got some tidal barriers. Dope. Alright. These feel absolutely ass. I guess the one that gives us damage is technically better, but we're going to have a ton of Omni power like this. We can't really afford to reroll this unless we want to go to a glyph node. I guess glyph nodes are better now because they also give you another reward. We'll reroll. Okay, so poison and toxic seems on brand for us right now. Let's go with it. Magic Runic Strike inflicts 1 sap. That's not too bad. I don't think that it's actually necessary. Magic Bindings get a cooldown. Or a cost discount. Guess what, Chuckles? All of our skills are Magic Bindings. That's actually really good. Now, if we can just get the one that we get -1 cost reduction on our physical bindings, now we're cooking with gas. Alright. Alright, what's getting ground up here? I believe it is Braced Belt, Ink Needle, That's about it. I think we still want Bramble Dolos for a little while. Shocking Core Cap is too good for us. Yeah, I think it's just those two. They deal the least for us. I could maybe even still see Bramble Dolos, but I don't want to. Like, I guess the argument is that this isn't really, like, directed at all. Getting up to 6 is kind of ridiculous anyways. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. Yeah, it's looking good. It's got lots of room in there. We do need to stop at a glyph node. This run is going significantly better, I feel, but we also haven't entered Book 2. I was feeling really good coming. Does that always give us a chest? There was nothing here. Oh well. We deal bonus damage on the first turn, and they've almost given us tier 1 of Ambusher. Okay, game. No glyphs here. This is kind of the gamble now, is that now that there's 3 different types of hard fights, you're not actually guaranteed glyphs, and it's a little spooky. I think we want some money. Not because we are afraid of not having 500 quillings, but because, well, money's kind of dope for us right now. Oh, what is this? This thing is huge! Look at that damage! What? Okay. Blap. Like, granted, like, that definitely had something to do with that. And you're poisoned. You're poisoned and we deal double poison damage. Like, a little bit more than double poison damage. Wait, that's tripled for... Why? What? Okay. Okay. One, two, three. Did that kill? It did kill. Okay. Too spooky. Gonna cleave instead. Okay. Give me that -1 base cooldown again. Oh, baby. Vestigal seems just fine. 1 blur on turn 1 is kind of nice, but also just getting closer to Ambusher 4 while we have a pretty good Ambusher. Seems pretty good as well. Rare augments? Oh man, you're not going to leave me without some glyphs, are you? The one time that we gambled. Come on, man. I think we'll actually take some augments. I guess I didn't think about that. I didn't really think at all, did I? That's something at least. We're kind of stuck. Saw a little bit of a push. Are we able to get out of here? No, we're gonna take 3. That is what it is, I guess. We heal 3 at the end of the fight anyways. We should be fine, question mark. Kind of a fan of that. Really don't know how we're going to deal with the rest of this. I think this might be another turn deficit. I don't know how we manage this guy here. You're getting poisoned for 190. How does that make sense? 11 times plus 70%? Sure. Yeah, so this literally is just attack bindings. That doesn't make any sense. Why couldn't that just be bonus damage? It'd actually be pretty good here and you'd die. You wouldn't quite die, but you'd be close. You'd be close. We should be able to finish this next turn. I'm not too concerned. Really? There we go. Teleport to the enemy and deal 222 physical damage. Switch to magic. Increases the enemy's poison stacks by 25% and gain 1 poison damage for the rest of combat. Rest of combat? Now we're talking. That's also a truck ton of damage. Oh, that's our damage. Never mind. Heh. We'll go with it. See, now, why is this like contextual? And it's like, oh, okay, let's hit shatter when you're physical and hex when you're magic. But then the other one is like, only when you're physical, gain plus 40 damage. Words. I'd like to have words. I mean, it's good. We're probably taking it. We have a Vestigal Shrine up there. We could liquidate our Decayed Binding, get Ambusher 4 and have nothing for it. What? I'm not sure that we have anything that we're willing to get rid of right now. That's actually quite misfortunate. A third Quicken Cleave is kind of hilarious. That's a very good outlet for our combo. Huh. I think I want to reduce its cost. Like, I think that would be better for us. Let's go all in on that. Why not? I don't think it's a good green, but it does what we want it to do. Take me to a sea breach here, I think. Because I don't really want to spend money early. Hold up. Plus 8% global crit chance, huh? And crit chance tilt. Hold up. That's Inkrito. And we got 2 frickin' potions out of that. We need this Glyph Globe. Whew! Go ahead, take that Helmet Crab. Like, we probably could have dropped the Mercurial and then used it for the boss, but I don't know. Now, hold up. This is supposed to inflict Toxic on the nearest enemy. I guess it doesn't matter when you just die, 5 head. Like, we need to solve this will problem. I think that's the #1 thing that's dogging us right now. If only that did a little bit more. Hold up, what am I doing? This, pick this up. We're printing will now. Okay, I've been a fool this whole time. We've had a good setup. Okay. I still don't have anything. I still have absolutely nothing. Do we take a 3rd sea breach? I think that actually, like, augments might be a little bit better for us. We can get another crit on this guy. I don't know. Let's go to another sea breach. Let's get a little bit spicy. This is exactly what we wanted to see. There we go. Leaky pen. Okay, we get more cooldowns. Seems okay unless it spawns in an awkward location. Shaheen seems fine. That's Orb Lord, which makes orbs gives us like a ton of HP. Verdant here. Oh, we're not frickin' Verdant. I am a fool. I thought we were Verdant 5 this whole time. Oh no. Oh jeez. Okay. This is devastating. I think we take the Enchanted then. Jeez. Oh man. let's buy the cheap guy. We're gonna have to. So I suppose the correct play is knowing that we would have went to the shop here and went to the Vesticle Shrine, walked up here, walked back, ground one of these things. That probably would have been the smarter play there. Alright, we still gotta figure out this stuff. I cannot believe that I have done that. Okay, we need to pick up an orb every turn in order to do anything. Okay. That's pretty good. Get some more poison. And then this gives you even more poison every single time I hit you. I think we're willing to go all the way to 3. Spawn this. Pick this up. Hit you another 2 times. You're actually already dead. Omaiwa Moshinderu. I don't know when that happened, but there you are. I would really prefer not to take damage, but I think that these are going to cover us. We can take this damage here. Any more damage is not allowed, though. Okay. How are we handling this? I think it's the same thing that we did before. Not quite close enough to reach that. Okay, you're dead. Did we take damage? No health lost. Thank you for out of combat healing. Alright. Hemo seems pretty good inflicting our bleed stacks again. Like, I don't know honestly what's possibly better than that. Like, I guess 15 bleed is... Like, this just outscales that so much. This hits more things, that's for sure. Screw it, maybe we should just use serrated sweep. Plus 15 bleed damage. That is... What's the base bleed damage? Like, that's disgusting. Here's this. I almost want to try that. I think the science is more important at this point. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to take that. Like, I guess we don't need to get rid of this right now. It's going to help us a little bit. Otherwise, we intend on getting rid of that. But we're going to need another verdant here in order for us to actually, like, pop off with it. And that in itself is a little spooky. Well, okay, if you're going to do that, then I'm just going to bop you then. And now I'm stuck here taking some extra damage because reasons. I wasn't thinking that one through. That's alright, I guess. Honestly, not too happy about it. I think I may have goofed spending all my, my stuff. Well, we'll see. It's kind of huge. I think punching twice, then using cleave was the correct answer there. Isn't this supposed to increase enemies' poison stacks by 25%? I'm not sure that's working. Unless it's only the magic version does it. Oh well. No health loss due to our tremendous amount of healing. Also got them on turn because of our tremendous bleed damage and the bonus therein. I'll be honest. -1 will here makes this pretty usable. Yeah, I'm willing to take that. What do we got here? Another leaky pen, controlled explosive. So we can get rid of these leaky pens. It won't give us Curio 4, but that really does not matter. We can get Orb Lord, which is orbs give extra movement. Swindler's Getaway, Thunderstruck Bell. None of these, I've noticed, are Verdant set. That's kind of a problem. Anyways, Thunderstruck Bell, Swindlers, we're not keeping either. I don't think we're keeping Leaky Pen. I also don't think that we're keeping Controlled Explosives. So let's get rid of everything that we're going to liquidate here. And get rid of it. Shotgun Core Cap, Moss Spyglass. Alright. And now we have a ton of money to spend on whatever we want. As long as it shows up, which it didn't. Sovereign's Flag is another... Sparking Battery Coil's kind of nice. Gets us Inventor 3, so we get shocked every turn on a random enemy. Will Collector, we're nowhere even close to. We could reroll here, but then we probably wouldn't be able to do much of anything. Let's take Sparking Battery Coil and call it a good day. Because we do use a lot of skills. Sparking Battery Coil could just give us a ton of will. It is kind of RNG, but we'll roll with it. Alright. Let's honestly just drop this, pick it up, makes our skills free. Seems kind of nice. That's very concerning. We don't have any damage. This is going to phase. We're just going to take 1 damage. I think we honestly just farm some of these on Argoloth if possible, but I don't know how we're just going to hit him. I think this is kind of like the best that we can do right there. And then we can maybe move and hit Argoloth. Doesn't seem like that's a thing. Okay. Yeah, it's just hard for us to hit Argoloth. I want to get some combos, what I'm doing here. But that's at the cost of being able to do something good later. Hello? Oh yeah, we're screwed. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Like, this is pretty bad. Oh, there's my phase 2 tentacles. Obviously I did something to him that just made him do nothing. I don't know what it was, but I have clearly upset Argoloth. There we go. That's a lot of poison spread. We might be able to salvage this yet. That's also back. And better than ever. Okay, that's gonna have the deal. I guess I can get rid of you. Like, there's really no purpose to. I actually needed you to take poison damage in order to face Argoloth. I've screwed it up big. I've screwed this up huge. Okay. That's terrible. There's really no reason for me to do anything here. I'm better off just taking a ton of damage. I guess I could put sap on you. Put that on cooldown for no reason. Alright. Now what are we doing? now we're taking another metric ton of damage. Just because reasons. Man. I screwed this sucker up. We didn't lose any health, at least. Man, that was such a scuffed Argoloth. I can't believe I freaking wasted 2 turns. Well, 1 turn was wasted on us because I'm guessing like either some sort of AI or ordering. The second phase, he didn't die because we destroyed one of the tentacles, which needed to deal bleed/poison to them in order to phase them. So that one was 100% our fault. We took a ton of damage because of that. Can't really use that as an excuse because our damage was perfect. I don't know what else to say. Otherwise, it was good. It was certainly much better than our last Chainbreaker. Really upset with how some of those sets work. I don't know, man. Like, the run was certainly weird. I think we can all agree with that. Regardless, hopefully the run was still entertaining for you guys, or at least educational in some way. If you have any feedback, be it questions, comments, concerns, misplay alerts, be sure to put that down in the comments below. And until next time, I'll catch you guys around.